Hello, Jurassic World. Get it? I'm Alan.
I'm Colin.
I'm Dallas.
And this is our Jurassic World Fallen Kingdom review. Whoa. So, Jurassic World Fallen Kingdom is the sixth and or second film in this franchise, depending how you look at it.
Yeah.
Fifth and or second.
Isn't this 5?
Fifth and or second film in this franchise about dinosaurs eating people. I mean, there's not much else.
There's a volcano in the
There's
island.
a volcano.
Yeah.
It's gonna blow, as volcanoes do, at times. They want to get the dinosaurs off the island so they don't go extinct again. Some people are like, they shouldn't be around anyway. They're science.
But that's like the first 5 seconds of the movie. There's like 3 different synopses.
I mean, if you watch the trailer, you just think it's about them getting dinosaurs off an island.
So it's about them getting dinosaurs off an island.
The second trailer did reveal the whole auction thing.
It revealed the whole movie.
Really? I didn't watch the second trailer.
Yeah,
Good.
it did.
I'm not happy that J.A. Bayona directed this. He's a great director.
What has he done?
He has done The Impossible, which is a great movie. He did The Orphanage, which was a great movie. And he did A Monster Calls, which was a great movie. Then he did Jurassic World Fallen Kingdom, which is a movie. So, what do we think of this A movie? Was it an A movie?
No.
Yeah.
It was a lot of people being stupid. Which is fine to a certain extent, but when it keeps happening, like sometimes you take a little bit of stupidity and it's like, all right, we needed this to happen.
A little stupid goes a long way.
But sometimes you have, I'm going to open this cage and go into it by myself with no one else there with this super smart dinosaur and I don't know what it can do.
But I do know it seems to be weirdly impervious to
tranquilizers. And I'm going to reach into its mouth. Mm-hmm. Like, there's a level of stupid where it's like, you are doing this to yourself.
Yeah.
The movie itself, though, I'm like, it's not really that good, but it's entertaining enough. I stayed awake.
Sure.
I'll give it that.
But that's not
I did not get
high
sleepy.
Barometer of success.
No, but I was
better than Solo.
I was never bored.
I kind of wish that it had slowed down just a little bit, ever, at all. It never did.
I feel like I'm glad it didn't because that's the one thing this movie has going for it. When I'm watching the dinosaur volcano movie, I don't want it to slow down because I'm not going in for anything but keep me interested, keep me a little bit excited because, as you said, it's a bunch of stupid things happening for stupid reasons.
I feel like the first act and the third act did do that, where they kept it going. I feel like the second act dragged. I think I like the ideas that this movie was presenting more than the movie.
What ideas was it presenting?
Like, I like the idea of, do we save the dinosaurs knowing that they really shouldn't be alive in the first place? I like the ideas of, spoiler alert, let's let the dinosaurs loose and have a dino-apocalypse. I've been waiting for the franchise to go that way for years.
Except, see, that's my problem, is that dino-apocalypse... Okay, obviously this movie is not realistic, but it's not going to happen.
See, okay, well, that's my point. The idea is great. The execution is like, because you're saying they released like 10 dinosaurs.
They released like 10 dinosaurs, and I'm sure the government's going to track them down and kill them, because you can't have them out in the
They
world.
also all have trackers. It's going to be the shortest character breakdown ever, because there are no characters in this movie.
There are 2.
Blue's
as blue as the closest we get to a character.
No, Owen's a guy.
Owen is not a
Claire's
character.
a person.
Let's start with Owen, because he is the main thing.
I'm going to start with the way that we start with Owen in the movie.
In the most manly way.
Oh my God. It was
man.
like, they were like, hey, what are masculine tropes? Let's take them out of a hat and not pick one.
Yeah.
Let's just empty the hat out. Like, he's building a house by himself next to a trailer in the woods next to a lake, humming American-themed music. And it's just like, with his back to the camera, it's like, I'm a man,
American,
like,
well, at least I know.
you don't have contractors or anyone, a friend?
Nah, he's manly, dude. He's gonna do it himself.
No one's holding the ladder. He's just
all
on
his
a
friends
ladder.
are dinosaurs. Take it slow.
Shut up. Building the second story of a house by himself. And I was just like, I already can't take this movie seriously.
Yeah, it was a lot. I noticed the same thing. Here's the thing. I like Chris Pratt a lot. So the Chris Pratt isms that Owen has, I enjoy.
I like Owen. I don't like what the movie does with
He's just
Owen.
not a person.
He cares you. What are you talking about?
Maybe that says something about me, but
I'm not really a person.
I'm not really a person. I am a caricature.
Although I've never seen you build a house.
I was
by
gonna
yourself
say,
in the
like-
woods, so you got to step it up.
Hey,
You didn't build this into
and build the
woods.
infrastructure of this place. That's true.
I think that entire scene is a response to the line, "This is a man, you're a dude." in Infinity War. He's like, oh no,
Yeah, he's making up for his Infinity War.
That's just Star-Lord mad at what Drax
I do
said.
like that she called him out on it. She's like, I didn't grow up on a rodeo, wherever the hell you came from.
Yeah.
That was funny. That was probably the line I liked.
Are we sure that he wasn't grown in the lab specifically to take care of these dinosaurs?
Probably.
Like, that's on the table now.
Can we get to the end of the movie and he's taking out all these Secret Service agents single-handedly? Just like one shot, just boom, boom, boom. Like, he takes on a volcano and wins. Also, he has like weird teleportation powers.
His plot armor is astounding.
Oh my god!
It's like,
because okay, so he's running from the volcano, right?
Yeah.
And then he jumps off the cliff, the huge cliff that like dinosaurs are not
that's
surviving.
after the, let's say, ash avalanche swallows him up.
We see the gyrosphere fall into the water, and then he's just there
He's just in the water
somehow, and he's like, you know what? I'll save you.
Yeah, and he has a gun.
Yeah.
And he goes to get a knife.
Yeah.
Or
Which
something.
are just all in his pockets. Which I did like the water scene. It was all one shot, pretty tense. I like that scene of them trying to get into the gyrosphere. There are scenes in this movie I liked. That was one of them. But then afterwards, they're on the beach, and he sees the helicopter with the T-Rex take off right next to him. Then it flies over to another side of the island and lands right next to him. I don't understand. What? Like, explain that to me.
I didn't even notice that.
He ran across the jungle.
Yeah.
In the same amount of time it took a helicopter.
Yeah.
Was that before or after the Ninja Rex came and saved? No, this is
after the
after the
T-Rex.
gyros.
Yeah,
Yeah.
well, the T-Rex is just there to show up at convenient times, pose
think
for the camera, and
every
step
time-
on things important to the
I think
plot.
every time in one of these movies a T-Rex sneaks up on someone, I just stop paying attention to the movie for like 5 minutes at a time, and I'm like, I'll come back in 5 minutes. I need to process the fact that this.
Well, listen, the
You guys
first
still
time it
can't hear.
happened in Jurassic Park was awesome. When he shows up, he takes out the
It didn't make any
velociraptors.
sense.
Sure. I
And
feel like it
nobody-
would make sense, though, that a predator could go to silent mode in order to hunt things.
It doesn't need to be silent because it's going to get you anyway. Also, how's it going to be silent when
There's
it's
also
that
a
big?
theory that the T-Rex might have been a scavenger because you can't sneak
Yeah,
up
that's
on
a real
anybody.
thing.
Yeah, so like, it can't sneak up on anyone.
Oh, I'm sorry. Are you the
Look,
T-Rex
man.
expert over here?
I was when I was a kid.
It's probably my main problem with this franchise as a whole, and that's saying a lot. Is
Uh-huh.
these freaking ninja T-Rexes? I hate them.
Yeah, here's the other. Other than that scene with the Velociraptors in the first one, I feel like the reason I loved Jurassic Park was because it felt real. Real characters, real animals that were shot realistically. Like, they were shot the way you would film an animal. Now they're shot like cartoons. They look like cartoons because the effects, for whatever reason, have de-aged in the past 25 years. Have gotten worse.
Sorry, I keep complaining about this freaking T-Rex. When it saves them, when they're in the gyrosphere, it kills that thing
And
and
then
just
just
leaves. And I was like, is it hunting for sport? Because that was the big deal about the Indominus in the last movie. Like, oh my gosh, she's hunting for sport. She didn't eat them. She's a serial killer. But the T-Rex just shows up
Did
and
the
it's
same
like,
thing.
you're dead.
Also,
And
you're
leaves.
running for your life from a volcano. You're
Yeah,
gonna
so
stop
it's like,
to
is the T-Rex a serial killer?
Even
Is
before
it
the
a
T-Rex
vigilante?
showed up, the Carnotaurus,
I
that
don't
one,
know.
was fighting the not Triceratops. Like, they were having this battle. I'm like, volcano. Why? You were an animal? You're not going to stop and have a fight in the middle of this lava flow.
I mean, Chris Pratt's a human and he stopped just to stand
Yeah, but
there
like,
for 10
humans
minutes.
can be stupid. Animals aren't.
If that's the edict of the movie that you have to be stupid, it applies to everybody, top down.
I
like,
guess. It's just really annoying.
Do we have anything else to say about it, Owen?
We need a masculine hero for our movies. Cool, let's get the most masculine hero possible.
But like, to the point where it's ridiculous.
I like
It
him though.
really is. I like him too because he's Chris
Okay.
Pratt. He is a likable
Yeah, he's a very
character.
likable dude.
But I use character.
Man. You want to talk about, what's her name, Claire?
Claire, sure. Claire.
I will say Claire is more of a character in this one than she was in the first one.
She's a
She's a
different
completely
character.
She's a
different
different
person.
one. Here's the thing: whatever they need her to do, that's what her character becomes in that scene. Because it's like,
But like, she does a complete 180
yeah,
from dinosaurs are assets, which okay makes sense. You're
Sure.
a businesswoman. That's what you do.
yeah. Her whole arc in the first one was that she
And
didn't
then
care.
after watching them destroy the park and run wild, that's when she
Mm-hmm.
decides they're worth saving. Like,
I feel like
no,
maybe.
I feel like I would double down on my hatred.
I feel like maybe something about her relationship with Owen changed her.
But okay, that's
Okay,
fine.
but their relationship didn't change.
Focus on animals that aren't the dinosaurs trying to kill people. Like, if you want to suddenly care about animals,
Yeah.
cool. Do like penguin conservation.
Well, I mean, like, if you're with a guy who basically has raptor babies, and he's telling you to care about certain animals, he's probably talking about his raptor babies.
Yes,
He's not
but
talking about the penguins.
there was
Sure.
no transition period. It was just we're here and now we're here. It was like Chris Pratt in the helicopter. Just teleport from one place to another.
Well, it's been, what, 3 years between the movies?
Yeah, but also...
So, like, something happened in those 3 years.
Did it, though? Because their relationship didn't progress. They start off in the first movie like, hey, remember when we used to date? Bet you we're going to do it again. And then they end up the movie like, oh, I've loved you all along. This one, it starts off with, hey, remember when we used to date? Bet you we're going to do it again. And then they end up with, oh, I've loved you all along. It's the same exact arc.
But we can't assume that nothing happened. Like, they were in a relationship at the end of the last movie. It had to end, which means it had to be a relationship, at least in some kind of form. And then he wanted to go be in his van because he's a man. And she was like, go be in your van, man.
Go build your
be in
log
your
cabin
van,
in the
man.
woods.
I was like, oh, she likes animals now. That's cool. I don't know why. I just assumed Owen was like, hey, you should like animals. Although now he's like, let him die.
Yeah, I'm going to let Blue die.
He's like, you raised Blue. You're just going to let her die? He's like, yeah. I was like, what happened to you? You both changed each other?
I guess.
But, yeah, I like Claire better now. Because I couldn't stand her in the first one.
Yeah.
But,
She's not wearing heels anymore.
Oh, did they fix that?
Yeah.
Or, I guess not fix it. She was able to run in heels, so good for her.
That's true.
She was cool. I liked her.
Yeah, she's Bryce Dallas Howard. Bryce
She
Dallas Howard.
kind of kidnapped the kid with Owen.
Wait a minute,
Okay.
wait a minute. So, okay.
Mm-hmm.
Run with me
I
here.
really want to talk about this scene.
All right.
Freaks me the hell
So,
out.
if the dinosaurs,
Dinosaurs.
which were in theory, which were cloned from DNA, yada yada,
Uh-huh.
are now out in the world,
Okay.
and in theory, they're going to repopulate, and humans are going to have to fight these dinosaurs. Can we say that Jurassic World 3 could be the Clone Wars?
What with dinosaurs? Oh, I get it, because they're clones. I get it! Can we say
I'm
that
here all
Owen
week.
is
This is
just
not
going to punch
where I
the
thought you
T-Rex
were
in the
going with
face?
I don't know where you thought I was going, but I'm sorry to disappoint
No,
you.
that's fine. But yes, Owen is definitely going to punch a dinosaur in the face.
Yeah. And have
And not lose a hand doing it because he's Owen and he can't.
Yeah, exactly.
His
He's also
raw
going to have a
manliness will protect
full-blown
him.
conversation with Blue at some point, but we'll get there when we get to Blue.
I
Blue
wanna
has
talk about
emotions
Claire and Owen.
and layers.
Kidnapping this child.
Okay.
Because...
What's the child's name? We should know
Maisie.
this.
Maisie.
Maisie is
Thanks.
right.
So
I'm thinking
Maisie
of Maisie
is...
Williams and making me glad she wasn't in that movie.
Yeah.
I thought that too. I was like,
Also,
oh,
Maisie Williams is no longer a
I forgot
child.
that's an actual name.
That's a good point.
Yeah.
So Maisie's grandfather,
Yeah.
James Cromwell, he dies.
Mhm.
And then
Gets moitered.
her guardian becomes Rafe Spall.
Yeah.
Yes?
Why?
Is that his name?
Because she has no parents, I guess. I don't know what her dad is.
Like a,
Her dad is a tube.
Right. She's not a... Right.
she's a clone colony.
She's not a person.
I
She's-
forgot that because the movie
Yeah.
didn't seem to care.
Grandfather dies. She finds out Uncle Rafe is evil or whatever.
Sure.
And a bunch of people are coming into this mansion that we live in. I don't know who to trust, but I see Manly Man and this random redhead.
She was there for Owen.
It was like,
Like, she goes up, she
she's like,
hugs
you
Owen
remember
like,
me?
"You're
And
nice."
she's like, yes, you were in my house.
And literally, there's a scene where Claire says something like, we need a friend too. And Maisie looks at her like,
That's
and it goes
the
back to
scene I'm
Owen.
talking about. Because let's take this out of context. Two adults walk up to a child and is like, hey, we need a friend. Want to come with us?
Ooh.
Yes,
And
it's
at
creepy.
the end of the movie, she's in their car. They're just driving
However,
to
I
who
feel
knows
like
where.
context is important. Every other adult was trying to kill her.
Why does she know that they're not?
It's not really kidnapping, it's clone napping.
Shut up.
She's still a kid. She's a clone kid.
That's true. She's alive just like them. Or they're alive just like me. Whatever.
That was such a weird line.
Yeah, that was a weird... Like,
Everyone in this room is alive. Shut up, man.
like what?
But yeah, including the dinosaurs. That was the point. Well, because I do want to talk about that scene, because I did actually genuinely very much like that scene. To the point where I'm confused as to why it's in this movie.
You should explain the scene to people who have.
It's the scene at the end. This is a spoiler review, so you should have seen the movie. Where they're deciding whether or not to release the dinosaurs. The gas is coming in, the dinosaurs are dying, and Claire, who suddenly gives a shit, goes, I can't let them die for some reason. So she is about to hit the button, and I like the fact that Owen is in the back going like, I'm not going to stop you, but think about what you're doing.
Mm-hmm.
There are about 5 dinosaurs in here that are going to destroy the world.
Yeah, there really weren't that
A
many.
couple of them are pretty big.
She's like, I can't let them die, which I liked. But then I also like that she doesn't do it.
Mm-hmm.
She's like, okay, I can't kill the human race just to save these dinosaurs. Sure.
The human race.
But then I love that Maisie does it.
Yeah.
Maisie's like, nah, I'm going to do it. And yeah, the line is stupid where she's like, I had to. They're alive, like me. But had she just not said the line and that was just the implication, that would have been great. I liked that.
Probably would have been a better line if
Concept.
she said, they're clones like me. Like, at least.
It would have been better if she was like, I had to.
Yeah.
And that's it. I thought that was a scene that almost feels like it's from a different, better movie. However, I feel like that, along with the clone thing were just there to set up the next movie. This goes back to one of those, I like the concept, this idea, more than I like the execution.
But that's an entirely different movie.
Even in Jurassic Park 1, they bring up the idea. Ian Malcolm is like, you have unleashed this power. This technology exists now. You can't put the genie back in the bottle. Do you understand what the repercussions of this technology are? There were 2 implications of that. What else can we genetically create? What's going to happen now that we have this power? And Dinopocalypse. Those were the 2 things that I was like, okay, we need to go there at some point.
But like now you kind of have to separate this into Jurassic World and Gattaca. And I don't think they're going to give it the time it deserves. Like once they said that she was a clone, I stopped caring about the dinosaurs. Because you made a human clone that for all intents and purposes is like perfect.
Well, yeah, that's why
That's amazing. Let's talk about that. Why are we talking about the dinosaurs when that obviously isn't working for you?
That was weird and creepy, and the movie should have done it. And the movie should have talked a little bit more about the fact that she's a clone.
Yeah, of her dead mother, because what, he couldn't bear to let her mother go?
Yes.
Like, that's all kinds of not okay.
I mean, yeah, but everything... Like, not even taking about the fact it's a bad movie. Just like everything in this movie is not okay. That's
Sure.
They create life forms and sell them to the highest bidder. Children, do not go with 2 random people because they say they need a friend.
Unless literally everyone else in your life is trying to kill you.
You still don't
and
go
you
with the
find 2
random
people who aren't.
Immediately aren't, but that
You
could
find
be
2
a
people
trap.
who you think might not be.
Opposed to everyone else who I know are.
She doesn't know that.
She didn't know that.
She knows Rafe is a bad guy who
She knows
sells
Rafe's
dinosaurs.
a bad guy who's inviting other obviously bad people. They drive single file in all black cars, and the music goes dun 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 dun.
She can't
when
hear
they
that
show
music.
up. All right.
She's not
Why not? The
energetic.
T-Rex can. Why can't she?
Also, there are 2 assistants. They assist. That's all we really
There are
need
2
to
of
say
them?
about.
Oh, right, there are 2
Yeah,
of
Justice
them.
Smith from the Get Down. Hey.
Yeah, they don't matter.
Is
Hey,
he
I
the
like him.
nerd?
Yeah, he's the guy.
Cool.
He was
annoying.
really annoying, and he didn't have anything to do. Both
He didn't have anything to do.
for
He didn't have
us
anything to do.
watching the movie and also like within the world of the movie, he had
At
nothing
least
to
she
do.
got to like help Blue and like matter
Yeah, she
in
had
that
something
sense.
to do at least.
I mean, he stabbed
He
BD
was
Wong.
just there to be scared. And like it might have been funny at first, and then they kept doing it, and they kind of ran it into the ground real quick.
I liked her fine because I think I liked her performance. It's kind of like the Chris Pratt thing. Like, yeah, the performance was good, so it's fine. The character...
I feel like they were both kind of just tropey characters.
Yeah.
Like, she's radical and he's scared.
Her only purpose in this movie was to fix Blue.
I'm also disappointed because, like, I saw that he was in this movie, the actor, and I was like, and then I saw that he was. I saw the movie and I was like,
the way he did it.
No.
Cool.
It wasn't
Why
that.
is that a thing?
That's his thing. That was his only purpose in this movie, was to make
Anyway,
that
I
noise.
like the actor.
you didn't
Justice
need to.
Smith, you're great. Bring the Get Down back. I know you don't have the power to do so, but Netflix do it. I don't know. Whatever. Rafe's evil. James Cromwell is British, kind of. Who else is in this movie?
Blue.
Blue. Want to talk about Blue?
Blue's in it. Blue is the only character in this movie.
Stop saying that.
She is the only character in this movie.
Maisie is a character.
Is she, though? She's not even a person.
Whoa! You're making those judgments already?
So are people, too. She's
they?
alive like them. Or whatever.
Like Blue?
Yes. So Blue
Blue's
is
a superhero.
Superhero raptor.
Yeah, superhero raptor.
Is she really a character?
She's
More than compared to the
she
other
has more
characters.
personality than she should.
She has
as a dinosaur.
personality. She has emotions. She has like hopes and dreams and thoughts and feelings and fears.
Are you?
Dude, she has a conversation with Owen at the end where she's like,
She
"You
looked
want me to go in
at
the
a
cage?"
cage. She
He's
didn't
like, "Come with me." She's like,
say a
"Maybe I'll go with you."
soliloquy.
She cries, Colin. She cried in this movie.
She did cry.
Literal tears came out of her eyes because she was like, "This sucks. My life sucks. I don't want to be here right now." That's a character.
Oh, we got to talk about a military mix shoot 'em up.
We
because
did already.
Every single one of these movies has this guy in it. Not this specific guy, but this guy. And I'm so sick of it. Because as
Third
soon
one
as we
didn't.
see him and I'm like, I don't remember the third one, man. I remember the Spinosaurus and Alan.
Yeah.
And that's it. But like, as soon as I see him, I'm like, oh, we're doing this again.
Yeah.
He's gonna
Yeah.
turn on them. He's gonna trank the dinosaur. Owen's gonna be like, hey, don't do it.
But see, at least
I said
the
not to
other
trank
ones were
dinosaur.
like admirable characters. So the guy in the first one, he dies trying to save the children, which good on you. The second guy was an antagonist in the movie, but he still had that like honor.
Is that
kind of
Kobayashi?
thing. Yes, Kobayashi. Yeah. See, I'm trying to remember if he did something this stupid to die, which I don't think.
No
he
one
did.
has done this something this stupid in any.
Yeah. Then you got, I guess.
Also, this guy collects teeth.
Vincent D'Onofrio is the character in Jurassic World.
Yeah, which at least was a spin on it because he's not going out in the woods.
Yeah, it's true. Blue.
Shooting things.
Again, Blue being awesome. Shows up to.
But Does this guy have a name?
Wheatley.
Wheatley.
Cool.
He's also played by Buffalo Bill, the most obvious bad guy actor you can ever cast in any movie.
So that's who that was. He wants some Indoraptor teeth.
Yeah.
We really talked about the Indoraptor. I actually like the Indoraptor. It looked cool to me.
Compared to the Indominus
Visually, yeah.
Rex.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying, like visually.
Yeah. I thought
As
the
a
Indominus Rex was a
concept.
pretty boring design. This one was a cool design.
I mean, I like the fact it can camouflage and everything. Like, it's
This
a
one was
cool
black.
idea, but like this one looked cooler. Yeah,
Yeah.
It was black and had like kind of like racing stripes,
Right? The
going
red
around it.
eyes and everything.
A
It was
bright
cool.
yellow eyes.
Yeah.
Ooh, this thing is scary.
So it was scary.
Mhm.
That's why I like it more than the Indominus.
So
It,
he
like had
shrinks it.
arms,
Yeah, it could do
Yeah.
things. It could grab things. I was like, this is a useful dinosaur.
right?
Wheatley. It's like, ooh, that's a new dinosaur. I've never seen that before. I want its teeth. So he shoots it with the tranquilizer. It doesn't go down at first, and he's like, oh, you're tough. But instead of just unloading the clip
Yeah.
in it, he's like, but you'll probably fall asleep soon. So
then
it
it
falls
does.
over, asleep. He goes into the cage with his little, like, it's like something
Like
you...
a pliers or something.
Yeah, it's like
pliers,
pliers, basically. Which is really crude. I don't know.
I mean, if you're taking out teeth that are that big.
It's like you should have
He's a
something.
crude guy. He's
He's
not
a
going to
crude
get a
guy.
specialized
Buffalo
tool.
Bill's not going to have, like...
Yeah. Well, no, Buffalo
lightsaber.
Bill probably would because he's like his operation is a very delicate one. You know, he's got to have the right scalpels and everything.
So he goes in and decides, I'm going to reach my arm inside this dinosaur's mouth and pull its tooth out.
And then it looks at the camera.
Not before it does its little tail thing.
Yeah, it does the tail thing, so he'll look away. Then it looks at the camera, smiles, winks, and goes back to pretending to be asleep.
I know I shouldn't have enjoyed that, but oh my god, I was having the time of my life. When it put its tail up and he looked back like, what's that?
It was at
And it
that
puts
moment.
it down and the dinosaur's like, I got him.
I wanted one of those memes like where it's like, it was at this moment he knew he fucked up, but not for the character of Wheatley. Like I mean like J.A. Bayona, you know, or Colin Trevor or Steven freaking Spielberg. I don't know.
You gotta have fun
Whoever's
with
in
it.
charge of making this movie, whoever idea was to make this movie, it was at that moment they knew. But I feel like both these movies were that kind of ridiculous cartoon, which is what I don't like about them. Because it's been my thing. It's like, yeah, they're not real animals anymore. They are cartoon they're action figures put into a movie.
Nothing in Jurassic World is natural.
Yeah.
BD Wong 2015.
Okay, all right, here's my question.
What's the question?
Between gymnastic fighting a velociraptor, Alan, and smiling at the camera and winking, what is the low point?
Alan.
Is it Alan still?
I like the smiling at the camera.
But see, at least with Alan, it's a dream. Things are weird in dreams. Like, I can accept that. It's
why-
stupid that you put it in the movie.
Exactly.
But within the context of the world, it makes sense. The Indoraptor smiling and winking at the camera, within the context, that was the real world. That just happened.
It just opened its eyes and
And smiled.
smiled.
Yeah. It was like, mm-hmm.
He's happy. He's going to get a meal.
But, like, that I'm like, stop it, movie. Stop. I don't.
That was
like
cute.
it. I feel like
But
that's a little
I still
expensive.
think Alan and the gymnastics thing is worse.
Gymnastics
You
is
swing
pretty
around a monkey bar and kick a raptor out a window.
Yeah.
And not a real raptor, not like a raptor that would be like the size of a turkey, like a Jurassic
No,
Park
like
raptor,
the
like a
Utah
6 foot.
Raptors.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Shout out to the Indoraptor.
Shout out to Jurassic World,
Great
the first
comedic
one,
timing.
for not having one of those moments. Sure.
The mosasaur is just at the beach. That's
I actually
terrifying.
thought that was pretty awesome.
That shot was
Oh.
the best part of the movie.
The other scene I liked was the opening with the mosasaur. I thought that was cool.
Oh, and it's like above the thing.
Yeah, when you just see the light go up and then just a shadow, and you're like, did I just see what I think I just saw?
Yeah.
And then you just see like the mouth slowly appear out of the darkness, and then we just cut to the light going out.
Mhm.
That was cool.
The mosasaur is like what
Your
I want to
favorite?
focus on in this franchise because every scene with it is inherently badass.
I want to
Like,
see
look at the
that
thing.
versus the Meg. Well, this movie
great.
visually is really awesome.
Yeah.
Especially a step up from Jurassic World, which I thought visually was pretty boring.
Mm.
It wasn't anything special with the cinematography. This one is like
There's
You
some
get
really good shots.
the scene with the other scene I actually really liked, which is weird to say, but the scene where the Brachiosaur is like stuck on the island.
Oh,
Yeah, it was sad, but it was like genuinely sad. Like I was like feeling emotions
Yeah.
for this dinosaur that was left behind.
that was depressing.
Yeah, it was, but also gorgeous to look at. Also, every room in that mansion is covered in fog so that you can have the rays of light coming through the window. God beam. God beam. God beam. I will say, I gave the visual effects crap earlier. Some of it was pretty good. I thought the Indoraptor looked great. Like, the effects-wise. I thought that looked like a real
That
creature
looked like a
running
dinosaur.
around. That some of the time... Like, it was an improvement over Jurassic World, the first one. Because I thought Jurassic World was just unforgivably bad CGI. This one was better in parts, not as good in other parts, but they tried.
random thought. I also like the shot where they're in the room with Dinosaur 7 and the lava is coming down.
Yeah.
And you see the tunnel and you just see the dinosaur like in the. I was like, oh.
They did that a couple times because at the beginning they do it with the T-Rex and the lightning. Like the lightning goes, you see it.
Right. Yeah.
But you don't know if you saw it, and then the lightning again, and suddenly it's right there.
Which is I guess the most forgivable way for a T-Rex to sneak up on you. You're in a lightning storm.
Yeah, thunder.
You hear thunder and things of that nature.
Lightning and the thunder.
There's a scene where the movie kind of turns into like an Insidious movie when Maisie's in her bed and the Indoraptor is like reaching for the blanket, and it's like this dinosaur has the best dramatic and comedic timing of anyone in the movie.
Like we've seen throughout the rest of the movies, it goes after its target like lightning fast.
Dinosaur.
But this one, I'm gonna come after her like this because I need to give Owen
coming for you. Like, come on, man.
Show up.
But there's one shot where she's looking, I think, at glass, and you see her reflection, and in her reflection, it kind of pops out on the other side of the glass. I was like, oh, that's great.
The shots in this movie are great.
That was a great shot. You know what wasn't great?
What wasn't great?
The music.
What do you mean? This was the most. I can't even think of a joke. Now this music's so. I like Michael
Giacchino.
That one. I like him.
Giacchino just gave us the Incredibles music. So
literally
doing
just
the Incredibles too, and I was like, oh my god, my soul is happy listening to the Incredibles music. And then we get to this movie, and
as soon as that title popped up, oh my god! Like
that title popped up, and the music that was playing, I was like, wait a minute, something's wrong.
Like every other Jurassic Park movie, just like black screen, text, Jurassic Park, The Lost World, whatever.
Yeah.
And then it's like music's like dun dun dun.
Yeah, or maybe give me like dun, 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 something like.
Yeah, this one was lava and fire and like what? But it was like every scene in this movie had that at some point.
I think it got to its peak when they were on the roof running from the Indoraptor, and like
the slow-mo shot of Blue and the Indoraptor falling through the thing, which takes like 5 full minutes. Just
Blue somehow threw that thing out of a window. See, I don't remember what the actual music sounds like, but now I can only think of that. Like I'm picturing the roof
basically
scene.
That.
I'm just picturing you doing that. It's like, what movie am I watching?
It was so ridiculous.
It was so dramatic. It was like,
You ever read the soundtrack listing?
No.
For this movie? Colin and I did. Colin and I
went
did.
down a rabbit hole.
It was so good. Apparently Michael Giacchino, that one, like, gets full say over what the name of his tracks are.
Nice.
And so what was one from this movie? It was like, does this dino make Jurassic look big?
Really?
They're all like real bad puns.
I will actually.
So wait, he has puns as names for this dramatic ass music?
Yeah.
Yeah.
What? That's kind of great.
I feel like it's a man who knows what he's doing and like knows how silly it is, but rolls with it.
Yeah.
But still does it, and that's the problem.
This title makes me Jurassic. That's the opening title music.
This?
I don't even know what that,
those
I don't even know what that means.
Yeah. Nostalgiasaurus. Gyro, Can You Go? That one's my favorite.
Ooh,
Gyro, Can You Go?
That's beautiful.
That's bad.
How to Pick a Lockwood, because that was the bad guy's name. Or that was his name, Lockwood. Dear. Shock and Auction.
Oh, snap. Toby Jones is in this movie.
Yeah.
Why is Toby Jones in this movie?
I don't know. But You Can Be So Hard-Headed is presumably the scene with
Pac-Man.
Perfect.
Yeah.
That's great.
There's something about Maisie.
That makes it creepier that they kidnapped her.
Declaration of Independence.
Nice.
That one should
That
be
is
illegal.
a gem.
Too Free or Not
G.
Too Free.
Yeah, get that. I can't do it. They're alive.
At Jurassic World's end credits.
Oh,
yeah.
That's another problem I have with this movie is they do the same. They make the same mistakes that they've made throughout this franchise. They never work out for you.
Well, I would argue that even like it's
Don't create
literally
dinosaurs.
the same.
Don't mess with dinosaurs.
Plot
Don't
points.
approach dinosaurs. Don't sell dinosaurs. Don't do any of the things that you've done that always end badly. It just feels like they took different parts of the other movies, put them in this one, and made this hybrid dinosaur of a movie.
People don't like those other movies, so why would you go, let's do that again?
I mean, they brought the T-Rex back from the first one.
They did. They just have it
They made it a ninja again,
stand
like
there
in
and
the
pose.
first one.
Yeah, I think the future of the franchise we kind of already covered.
Oh, yeah,
Are you guys
Jeff
excited
Goldblum.
for the next one? Because
Jeff
I
Goldblum covered
am
that.
for that reason.
I mean, I
wanna see
wasn't
Dinopocalypse.
excited for this one. Jurassic Park just doesn't excite me, but I think if I can suspend my disbelief enough to accept Dinopocalypse, then
You can't.
I can't.
I know you can't. Like, I know you as a person.
It's just not.
You can't.
Once they make it to Vegas, they're dead.
The trailer to Jurassic World 3 is going to be the same as the Lego Movie 2, where it's just like, it's been a long time since the events of Taco Tuesday.
True.
You know? We're just going to like this barren wasteland full of dinosaurs.
Also,
see that.
They can't not give us Dino Apocalypse because Jeff Goldblum said they're giving us Dino Apocalypse.
Yeah.
At the end, he was like,
Welcome to
Jurassic World. And I was like, is it though? This is like Jurassic Northern California.
Yeah.
A little
Jurassic
bit of
Vegas.
Cretaceous Vegas. And like,
I think the assumption
maybe
is
Triassic Oakland.
they're going to breed and then they'll take over and then we're just going to pick up like Dawn of the Planet of the Apes.
Here's the thing. Are they still all female?
Yeah, but that doesn't matter, remember?
See, the problem
So
is
hold
I feel
on.
like if they do Dino Apocalypse, any semblance they had of trying to talk about ideas is going to go out the window. You're going to lose
Necessarily.
all of that because it's just going to be their dinosaurs and we have to fight them.
You can be
When you
deep in
say
an apocalypse movie.
Planet of the Apes, like
You can be, but Dino Apocalypse
Like
is
Dawn
not
of the
gonna
Planet of
do
the
it.
Apes has a lot to say.
But like, are you trying to get to a point where like dinosaurs are hyper intelligent? Like Caesar is like
Okay.
a raptor.
Here's no. However, I feel like, yeah, that's going to happen. I feel like Baloo's going to become the Caesar.
Here's the thing. If you give me a movie with Andy Serkis playing a raptor, starting his own little dinosaur civilization, I will watch that trilogy.
Well, here's it. Like, I don't. This is the part I don't want, but I do genuinely think we're going there.
I want him
We
to be
almost
able
had
to-
it at the end of this movie. Almost like, Blue, come with me. I'll take you somewhere safe. Somewhere safe. And Blue's like, see that cage over there? You don't want me to go on that cage over there. And she's like, I'm going to take off now. Cool. All right, I'll see you later. She runs into the forest. I feel like Jurassic World 3 is going to end with Owen like, Blue, you need to stop the dinosaurs. And Blue's like, Blue is home.
Oh my god. Oh my god. The next one, we're gonna get. No.
Yeah, exactly. That's what I'm saying.
Oh
That's
my
going to
God.
happen. Which,
If Andy Serkis is casting the next Jurassic
well,
World movie,
Blue's a girl.
I'm here for it. I know. I feel like he's gonna play somebody else.
Dude, can you imagine Blue on a horse, like dual wielding machine guns?
No.
No.
You don't have the arms.
She has arms.
Not.
They're not
dual-
as ridiculous as the Indoraptor.
She doesn't
but
have
Velociraptors
Tomb Raider
have
pistol arms like the Indoraptor could do it.
You
That's
know
the
what?
future of the franchise. We wrote it
Future
for
of
you.
franchises.
Get it started. Andy
I feel like
Serkis.
they've already written that.
Call Universal. Or Universal calling. I don't know how it
I
works.
call it Universal.
Call Jesse Andy Serkis. Would you
Final
recommend
thoughts?
this movie?
Yeah. I think if you
Goes against
are...
everything you said since we sat down.
Well, here's it, but like, my little sister liked it. She's
Okay.
12.
Yeah.
And she loves Blue.
Fair.
Right. So like, in that sense, it's a fun movie. You guys point out it's not boring.
Yeah.
Except for the second act, it kind of drags. But like, yeah, if you want to see dinosaurs running from a volcano and you want to see a velociraptor get in a fist fight with a super velociraptor,
Yeah, and that's the thing. That's why I don't want to call the movie bad, because like if you do what you set out to do, like you set out to make a movie with dinosaurs and volcanoes,
that's fair.
you did that. Good job.
It's weird though, because I agree with you that it feels like they made the movie they set out to make, but also aren't they trying to be Jurassic Park? I want to know why Colin Trevor watched Jurassic Park
Not that hard.
and
of a
was
name.
like,
Why not?
you know what would make this better if it was silly? Let's do this, but more goofy.
If you like dinosaurs, it's got dinosaurs.
Do you like dinosaurs?
Focus on the
Not
dinosaurs
for
and
long.
kind of ignore everything else, and I think you'll be fine. Like the humans in this movie kind of suck.
I'm really excited for this Andy Serkis sequel.
So am I. Like, the
Doing
more
the
we
motion
talk
capture.
about it, like,
Dawn of the World of the Jurassic, like I'm here for it.
yeah,
So call
Dawn
me
of the
when
Jurassic
we get to
World.
that point. Yeah, it might take a few movies.
that'd be the next one. Dawn of the Jurassic World.
I like it.
Yeah. All right, guys. Thanks for watching our video. Let us know what you thought of Jurassic World. Comment below. Tell us if you thought it was fun. If you thought it's a disgrace to the name of Jurassic Park. I don't know. Put your comments down below. Just comment.
Just write
Special
Alan.
shout out to Pop Den for letting us borrow their Funko Pops.
Where can they find you, sir?
Find me at thejester1138 on Twitter and Instagram. Follow me and I'll post stuff. I promise.
You say that every time.
Yeah. You know what he says every time?
I have no social
I don't have any social media.
It's true.
Just a
No, it's not.
bald-faced lie.
I am unfindable.
You are lying
That's
to the
not
people.
true.
This is why we don't get likes.
This is why.
This is why, because you're lying. They know they can't
Open
trust
up
us.
to the people, Colin.
We are not a trustworthy source.
All right, you can find him at Duck
You
McGuck
can find him at Duck McGuck.
on Twitter.
Yeah.
You can find me at a king named Simba on Twitter as well.
Where can you find Blue, though? Because you know she's going to have her own Tumblr page.
Let Andy Serkis handle that.
Oh, yeah. And you can find the reshoots, which Gabby is still a part
I was gonna say, speaking of the
part
reshoots-
I promise.
Gabby's alive and well. I was going to be honest. The reason you haven't seen Gabby is because
She had a real job.
2 people showed up and said, "Hey, we need a friend," and then Gabby got in their van, and you haven't seen her since.
Yeah, but one of them was exuding like protagonist.
Yeah, one of them was Chris Pratt.
To be honest, if one of those people were Chris Pratt, I feel like she would go.
Yeah, exactly.
the van.
Dude, we would all get in the
never have
van
seen
if
her
Chris Pratt showed up.
Yeah, to be honest.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You can find the Reshoots at the Reshoots on Facebook, Twitter, Tumblr, Instagram, Snapchat.
Tumblr?
Yes, we have a Tumblr.
Yeah, cool.
Goodness gracious. And YouTube, obviously.
Have fun out there. Push it.
But you know, the dinosaurs are blameless because they're just dinosaurs.
Yo, dog, I heard you like dinosaurs. So we put dinosaurs in your
In your
dinosaurs.
I made a super dinosaur. Oh,
Don't
yeah, we
go
need to
insult
talk.
again.
He doesn't want to talk to you.
Wait, Mr. Circus, sit down for a minute. We need to talk about things.
He doesn't want to talk to you.
Oh. Call Jesse. No! Arr. Cool.
You should have just said Alan.
That's a different channel's joke.
So,
Let's hurry up and get to the rest of these characters, please.
What
What
character?
character?
Macy's a clone that gets kidnapped.
Did she like drop kick him?
I guess so. Jeff Goldblum's daughter.
Oakland is gonna put up a fight. So, like,
Those
it's a short-lived dino apocalypse.
What do you mean blue dinosaurs are showing up here?
dinosaurs are better off on the volcano island.